What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Be the Voice. Now, this was going to be a little bit of a twist, so check it out. I was actually told by a few people, believe it or not, that a lot of the stuff that we've been bringing up about Strange Matter Studios is rather on the negative side. Now, I'd actually argue that it's more constructive criticism because it's one of those things that negative things have to be brought to light. They have to be addressed before they can actually be fixed. You get where I'm coming from there? So if anything, now I want to share a post that was actually done by somebody here on Reddit. And I want you guys to give me your honest opinions. And we're going to go over a few things that have actually been done right by Strange Matter Studios. Check it out. Okay. So here's the message in its own. I'm just going to get right to it. Let's read it. It says, "Good job, devs. I know I've posted my fair share of bugs and issues and grievances on here. But because of that, I think it's only fair that I also post some praise. The release of Grim and Decker has been one of the most balanced releases of new heroes that I've experienced in a MOBA. There are more problems with them, of course, but they're not too strong nor too weak. So for that and other recent changes, like the minion work that was vastly improved them, I just want to take a moment and say good job to the developers and everyone else involved in making the game that we are enjoying playing." Now, I gotta say, quite frankly, this is, again, another well-written statement. It's short, simple, and to the point because, yeah, like us as individuals, especially in today's society, 2020 and all that shit, it's very easy for us to focus on negative aspects that are going on negative things in general in life. So so whenever we see like, hey, these three things got done and they're actually really good changes, we still tend to focus on the one, and that's just behavior patterns, right? But I mean, this gentleman here, gentleman and or lady, I don't know, Havoc, says that the release of Grim and Decker was one of the most balanced releases that they ever experienced. And I gotta say, like, yeah, there were problems with them. Yeah, there's still things that need to be changed. But I'll be honest, how many of you guys remember, whether it was back in Paragon, whether it's in League of Legends, whether it's on Smite, Dota, whatever the hell, every time a new hero comes in, they are beyond fucking busted. Like, beyond fucking busted. So this is more kudos to Strange Matter Studios because they do have stages as to their testing system. You know, first it goes between devs, then it goes to, you know, like top tier players, so to speak, and then it goes to the general testing community, and then lastly, everybody else on the on the community gets to play it upon release. So believe it or not, there is quite a bit of testing that goes on, which is why the characters were pretty fair when they came out. Not perfect, but they were pretty fair. No character is ever going to be pretty perfect. But I will say this. They also mentioned the minion kind of rework, you know, their behavior and stuff like that. Like, I got to say, like, whenever those changes were implemented, probably the first match or two, for me, I was more along the lines of, yeah, I think this change is stupid. But the more I played and the more I saw how it affected the lane behavior, the more I saw how it affected the entire match as far as minion behavior. It's one of those things that, hey, you can clearly see the vision and the direction that they're trying to take fault in, right? So I gotta say, in 2.5 months, we've seen what? 2 new heroes. We've seen minion reworks, item reworks, item art, item naming changes, which isn't really that big of a deal. We'll just put those two together. But we've seen so many things already, hot fixes, etc., from such a small company that's only been in early access for 2.5 months. I mean, I gotta say, guys, like, quite frankly, you guys are doing a great job. You guys are. There's still a lot that needs to be fixed. Don't get me wrong. This isn't saying that the game is perfect. This isn't saying ease up, you're doing great. Like, there's still a shit ton that needs to be fixed. There's still a shit ton that needs to be addressed before free to play at the first quarter of 2021. There's still a lot that needs to get addressed and implemented as far as heroes, more items, etc. So there still is a tall order ahead, but I just wanted to take a moment and say Good shit, Strange Matter Studios. You guys got off to a rocky start, and much like a rocky start in a race, you hurt your ankle. The first part of the race, it was like, oh shit, we don't even know if they're gonna make it. But as of the last 2 weeks specifically, I would say that now I'm seeing more vision out of Strange Matter Studios, more direction for the game than ever. Now, some might disagree with it. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. But it is really one of those things that at least it has a direction and vision. And that was my main concern. If this game is different enough that some people might not like it, so be it. It's not going to be made for everybody, of course. But the fact that they have a direction, the fact that they have a vision, the fact that there is a plan that they plan on executing now is becoming a little bit more clear. And quite frankly, I can't wait to see what comes out in the next 2 months for the last quarter of 2020, because it's quite I like, here's the thing. There's some things that I know, some things I can't talk about, right? But the changes that I know and the changes that I speculate are going to come, I think are going to change this game for the better, but it's going to be kind of a drastic / noticeable changes, right? So I caution experienced players in Fall, be ready because changes are coming. But as far as new players are concerned as well, let's be honest, when a new player comes in, they don't know about half the shit that was there before. They only see it as is and continue to move forward. So quite frankly, as far as new players are concerned, they don't know better. But for the old players, I am going to say, be mindful. If supporting Fall is what you want to do, which I do encourage along with other companies, but if supporting Fall is what you want to do, keep an open mind. Be mindful that things are going to be changing, but because this game needs its own identity. Because I've preached from the beginning, and that's the reason why I support these changes as much as sometimes I might be like, because I've told them from the beginning, if they want to be successful, they can't be a Paragon remake. They have to be Fault. And that's going to be the key if they want to succeed past the Paragon community, if they want to bring new players in, etc. So if anything, guys, as always, let me know how you guys felt about this message that we read here. Let me know how you felt about the conversation. Do you guys agree with the fact that they've done a good job? Some of you might honestly feel that they've done a horrible job. If that's the case, I want to hear why in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, till the next video.